Vuoi che stigui in un schieno di scende giuga che quando digues io ti stimo tutti non sia verità. Vuoi che sempre
What's this? What kind of dancing is this? It's a robot dance.
This is not San Marino video.
Hey Eurovoxxers, Andy, Clara and Jess here for the next edition of Eurovision First versus Last. And we're going to talk about Andorra.
Jugarem, estimar-nos. Vull que estiguem junts, que no deixem de jugar. Vull que em diguis jo t'estimo tot i no ser veritat. Vull que ens abracem, que disfrutem del moment i jugar. Jugarem, estimar-nos. You've got to get a life, that's what you say to me. But I would rather die if you're not in it with me. I'm gonna get a life, the kind that's made for two. I know there's only one, I wanna live it with you. I know that I'm right. I'm getting a life.
So Andorra first went into the contest 2004, I think, when the
Yes.
introduction of the semi-finals, and it was...
With Marta, Roure and Vull que estiguem junts. No,
I-
sorry. Jugarem, Estimar-nos.
I can't even try and pronounce. Give us a little translation, Clara.
Jugarem, Estimar-nos means in Catalan, we will play to love each other.
And then 2009 was their last entry, and it was
Susanne Georgi with La Teva Decisio.
La Teva Decisio.
So let's go first, 2004. Thoughts?
It's as a first entry, I thought it was really good. Like the studio version, I really liked it. However, the live version, I think it kind of killed it, and that may have been why they didn't make it to the final. What I think was, like, the first thing I noticed is the choreography. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think the song is a very strong song, and it sounds very kind of like that mid-2000s kind of pop vibe. But then, for me, the biggest letdown was the staging.
Yeah.
It was everything kind of from the outfits to the choreography to the vocals was really quite weak in my opinion. And it didn't fit together, and I believe that's the only reason why they didn't qualify.
See, I remember when being so excited in 2004 because we had all these new countries. Was it Albania, Serbia, Montenegro,
The semis.
and it was the first year that I actually listened, or I was able to listen to the songs before the contest on the internet.
Yeah, same for me.
And I remember hearing this, and I really loved the studio version of this song. I didn't have a clue what she looked like. There was no video or anything. Saw it in the semi-final, really excited to see Andorra on the Eurovision stage, and it just a bit of a letdown,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
I have to. What was going on with that choreography?
It's so random, like seriously.
It was like they were just kind of doing random moves that one move didn't really fit in or flow into another move.
Yeah.
It was like they were just there to move and to make, like, okay, we're moving, you can see us.
Yeah, there's been lots of bad choreography at
Yeah.
Eurovision, but if you want the definition of bad Eurovision choreography, go and have a look at Andorra's first Eurovision entry. The vocals
Yeah.
weren't that great, and it was all very blue as
Yeah.
well. Everything just seemed very blue
And
about the
silver.
song.
Until,
Yeah, I think there could have been a bit more colour in the staging, maybe. But all in all, a good song.
Yeah. I think it's a very charming, sweet song, like the studio version. And then the live didn't translate into that. It seems like they were trying to have this really strong image, but then the song itself was not a strong song. So I think there was like miscommunication.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of get the impression that because it was their debut year, they wanted to just go all out and to kind of deliver something on stage that people would never forget, but they don't forget it for the wrong reasons. So
Good for them, good for them. I think Andorra had some good songs throughout the years. But let's go to 2009.
yeah,
Susanne.
yeah, I love the song personally, but again, the same with their 2004 entry. I think the studio is better than the live. The vocals I found were quite weak. The staging I found quite weak. Yeah, great song, but just killed by staging and outfits and everything.
See, for me, the vocals were better than their first entry. Suzanne's a beautiful woman. The outfits I thought were okay. She looked nice in white.
Yeah.
I thought the colours were nice, yeah.
The color codes, like the color composition of that performance was much better than the one in 2004, but maybe it has been color codes changed through the years, so maybe that the 2004 song was okay for that time, the colors chosen for that time.
Didn't Dima Bilan win in 2008?
With the same color codes,
Right, yeah. So
but
maybe
that was more white.
Was it a very white contest in 2000? I can't remember.
I can remember Kiev being very white contest, but
What were your
other years.
What were your thoughts, Clara, on the?
On Andorra?
Yeah.
So, if you're going to have backing vocals playing instruments when these women clearly have never gotten a guitar in their life, is at least teach them how to do some chords on the I don't know how this part is called in English, but it's mastil. In the string. And if you're going to strum, make sure you strum to a credible rhythm and not just like this, because the song clearly was like and you can't be like holding the guitar without moving the hands. And if you do them like just not so randomly, like there is a science to playing a guitar.
To all you strummers out there.
So that just looked ridiculous from my point of view.
For me, quite a catchy song. I don't think it would have qualified that year anyway, but I think it was another good effort by Andorra. The vocals were better than their first entry. I would just love to have not seen her on a guitar. I actually think she would have done better performing to the camera, because she's obviously not playing the guitar either. I would have loved to have seen some more hand movements and her performing more to the camera rather than standing behind the guitar.
The
It
song
was a
is-
bit guitar overload.
Yeah. As a studio version, it was a really good song. I was very excited to hear it live, but then everything was very weak when I saw it. It wasn't convincing. She didn't do a very high note. She tried to, but she dodged the note, and it sounded a little bit, not a little bit, very off, and she realized. But other than that, the studio version is totally fine.
So poor little Andorra, they've never qualified for the Eurovision final. They've not taken part since 2009. Girls, if you had to choose first versus last, which are you going for? Clara?
I think I would choose the last one, but because I keep listening up to date.
I'm gonna go first. I still listen to it to this day, so.
I'm going to go first as well, actually. More for I think it's hard to compare the two performances, because I think there was faults with both of them, but I think if I had to pick a song, it would be the first one. Andorra's first, definitely. But that's only what we think, and what do we know? Don't forget to let us know what you would pick, guys, in the comments. Andorra's first or Andorra's last. Let us know in the comments down there. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to follow us on social media. But otherwise, until next time, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.